How's it going, guys? JP here, and welcome to Body Bags week number 9. This is the final theme week for the month of October, even though it's not really October anymore. It's November 1st. Just kind of how the days worked out, kind of fell into the November month a bit. But we're still doing the theme weeks here. And the theme for the final week in October is Halloween themed horror, which is completely cliche, but it's awesome still at the same time. So, Halloween movies, horror movies set on Halloween. And I was kind of tracking some down, and I just wanted to really watch something that I haven't seen before. So I fired up the old Netflix, which I rarely do anymore. I don't even know why I still pay for it, and I found a film called Satan's Little Helper. And I think this DVD might be out of print now, but it follows a boy who is, I actually really am bad with ages. I would say like 8-ish. I'm super bad with ages, maybe a little bit older. And he is playing a video game called Satan's Little Helper. He's kind of obsessed with it. He's obsessed with Satan, and his mother is a very eccentric woman, very strange, and they're kind of driving in the car, and he's dressed up in his devil's costume, and he wants to be, he's asking his mom, is Satan real, and he's all into it and stuff, and they end up picking up his sister, who is coming back to her hometown with her boyfriend, and they all drive back to the house, where the boy, who is very close with his sister and doesn't really like her boyfriend too much, he decides to go outside where he is looking for Satan because he wants to be Satan's little helper. Coincidentally, there's a serial killer in the town who is dressed in a costume that might, resemble that of a Satan type of character. Um, the little boy and the serial killer kind of have a brief moment where the serial killer is like just killing people, leaving their bodies on his porch in like a you know kind of like they're dummies, but they're really dead bodies. And the kid thinks it's cool and asks him if he's Satan. He shakes his head, and he doesn't talk. He just shakes his head up and down, or left and right, yes or no. Um, and they basically hit it off, and they hang out together, and the kid and the killer is like killing people, and the kid's just tagging along, and they pretty soon they are, the family kind of finds out. Meanwhile, the sister thinks that the boyfriend is in the costume, and which leads to some funny scenes and stuff. It is a horror comedy. Um, there's it's directed by, I think it's by the same guy who did Squirm, which was a pretty cool movie. Um, and Yeah, this one is just it's kind of a weird one. It's funny, but at the same time it's kind of drags a bit. I'd say towards the end it really starts dragging. It almost gets a little too, I don't know, slapsticky or something. Um, which I don't really care for too much. Um, the costume that the Satan guy's in is pretty cool. It's looks rubbery at times because it is. It's supposed to be just a cheap like Halloween mask type thing, but it's pretty damn cool looking for a cheap Halloween mask. And um, at certain scenes when the film's like shot, there is like creepy scenes, but it's just weird because it's a horror comedy, and it's not meant to be creepy. But you could tell like that if they maybe tried to make a serious film, it could have worked. Not this film, a serious film, but it shows that the director has had the talent to make a more serious like film that actually could possibly scare you, creep you out or whatever. Um, Overall, though, I just kind of there were funny moments and stuff. The funny moments come from characters not realizing that this guy's a serial killer. That's where most of the funny moments come from. And but to be honest, I really didn't love this one. I thought it was just okay. I didn't find it too entertaining. I found some of it to be funny. I am extremely tired right now and extremely hungry. I ordered food like 2 hours ago. It's still not here. Um, but you know, I don't think that affected it too much. I just think I really didn't think that it was too funny. Um, I did, however, think that it had a nice Halloween vibe. It could have been stronger. Nowhere near like something like Trick or Treat, which just screams atmosphere. But you know, for a Halloween themed horror movie, it's cool to see it set on Halloween and you know trick or treaters everywhere and stuff. It's neat. But that's about it. I mean, it's just kind of an average film to me, and that's pretty much it. It's very average. Slightly above average for you know the horror comedy. Um, I'd say a 5.5 out of 10. It's worth checking out if you like these type of movies, but just nothing that I'd really, you know, look forward to watching again. So, see you guys next week with our first theme week in November, our only theme week in November, but it starts next week. So, peace out, guys.